So there are lots of discussion happening in sport and Tahir Bhai is with us today. How are you, Tahir Bhai?
May good Akib, God is too kind. What about you?
I'm doing well, Tahir Bhai, Alhamdulillah. Why, bhai, what do you say about Pakistan West Indies Test match beginning tomorrow? A long gap because Pakistan managed to finish the Test match in just 3 days, the previous Test match. What they should do to wrap up this series by 2-0?
Akib, it was double victory for Pakistan that he managed to wrap up that match in 2.5 days, right? So I think that's why we are feeling that there was a long gap between the test matches, because already there was a gap of 2-3 days and plus 6 long days gap we have seen. So I think it will be good for Pakistani team and more good for West Indies as well, that they got an ample chance to pull their socks up and make their way for a winning note for West Indies for their second match.
And Tahir Bhai, there is also a statement coming from Ahmed Shahzad that he stated that because he was good looking, some of the senior cricketers used to have hatred towards him, and he faced a lot of problems because of this. Because when you're good looking, you have to maintain that standard as well. Tahir Bhai, what do you say about this, and why is Ahmed Shahzad giving very weird kind of statements on media?
Akib,
Just because he got the mic in his hand. Now.
look, Akib, when you are out of the team, then negative thoughts also at the same time start occur in your mind. So I think this thing is happening with Ahmed Shahzad. No doubt, he is a good-looking, very charming, eye-catchy, like
Well, compared to Virat Kohli one time.
No doubt, he is a good-looking. But on the other hand, good looks doesn't matter much unless you are good informed. Yes, Akib, no doubt, he's a very charming, chocolatey boy. I totally agree with his look. He is a fair color. So, but on the other hand, Akib, fair and look doesn't matter. Main thing matters is your performance, conformance to your quality. So I think until unless he won't perform well, his looks won't count for it. So I think he should work on performance and silence the face of others with his good performances.
And Tahir Bhai, there was also another issue with regards to Babar Azam, which you saw on media, that there was a girl who accused Babar Azam that he used to harass me and send messages, and that girl is also being called by the court of basically. So what should Babar Azam and other players do, Tahir Bhai? Because these days, you know, we are also studying about this, that women also make fake cases of harassment. Now Babar Azam is a celebrity. Maybe old things are coming up which ruin
I
his
think
legacy.
it's not the case of Babar Azam, but on the other hand, when you get the fame, lot of females came in your life and started to complaining that they were in affairs with them or blah blah blah. So I think this thing is happening with Babar Azam. Babar is a very cool guy, very down to earth and very humble. So I think media should also not give the hike of this issue. If that girl is right and innocent, he should perform his innocency in the court.
And Tahir Bhai, lastly, before we conclude this video, Tahir Bhai, there was also another issue coming with regards to same government, that in Qaeda games, the medals, players who basically won the medals and athletes from Sindh, basically, they have had issues with regards to checks and everything, and basically they're basically saying that the payments which were given to him, there was some kind of mistakes, like checks were being bounced and some sort of these things. But Tahir Bhai, what do you say that why we are seeing a lot of issues that players, firstly they are having problems with regards to payment, and then when payment is given to them, there's an issue coming with check bouncing and all of these things. Why are the federations not giving responsibility to the players?
Akib, I think in the last video we also partially talk about this issue. On the other hand, Akib, it's now the responsibility of federation to overcome these issues and remove the grievances of the player. Otherwise, this thing will damage the image of the Pakistan and also the players as well. And after the frustration, what will happen? Players will move other countries, like Suhail Abbas and other hockey players are moving. Even Wasim Qadir and other players are still moving. So I think if we want to keep or retain our sports, then board should have positive attitude with the players.
And Tahir Bhai, lastly, before conclude, you wanted to share a statement with regards to Ashley Latif, which you were reading in the newspaper today. Yesterday, you also said Pakistan should play with a positive intent, and remarks were coming from his side as well.
Yeah, Akib, I totally agree with Rashid Bhai. He said that Pakistan should play with positive intent. It is a good time for a crazy cricket nation as well. So I think, Akib, if we are performing on a middle level or just winning on the verge of spinners, but it's a good sign because victory is victory. That's why he gave them this trade.
Well, Tahir Bhai, thank you so much for your time. Inshallah, tomorrow again we will try to have you in another video. So yeah, that's it for this video. Like, share, and subscribe to Sports here for more content like this. Till then, it is goodbye from me and Tahir Bhai. Take it to yourself and Allah Hafiz.